Join us now for Health for Life, brought to you by Hamilton Healthcare System. Today we're talking with Ryan Bonanno, a certified athletic trainer and the manager of Hamilton Sports Medicine. Ryan is a certified athletic trainer. Hamilton Medical Center has provided certified athletic trainers to local area schools and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Currently, Hamilton's athletic trainers provide service to 8 schools in our area. The staff at Hamilton Sports Medicine collaborate with physicians, nurses, physical therapists, emergency medical technicians, and paramedics to provide injury prevention, emergency care, medical treatment, and rehabilitation services to student athletes. All of Hamilton's athletic trainers have graduated from a 4-year accredited college athletic training program and are board certified, and they're licensed by the state of Georgia. Ryan, thank you for joining us today. Ryan, how does someone become an athletic trainer?
To become an athletic trainer, you've got to earn a master's degree from a certified athletic training program. You have to pass a national certification exam, and then you have to be licensed in the state that you practice in. Even after you become an athletic trainer and become certified and licensed, we have to continue our education and get so many continuing education points through the year. And so we never stop learning. We never stop bettering ourselves.
Now, what is Hamilton Medical Center doing for the community through their sports medicine program that you're so involved in?
Hamilton Sports Medicine has been providing athletic training for local high schools and in the adult community since 1996. We cover 8 local high schools in Whitfield County, Murray County, and Calhoun City schools. We also provide coverage at Dalton State College. While at the schools, we are cost-saving to the athletic parents, advocating for the student athletes, and providing a safe space for the student athletes to come and express their concerns, not only for their physical ailments, but also their emotional and psychological feelings.
Is that right? And that's part of athletic training also. I didn't know that. What does a typical day look like for an athletic trainer? What is your typical day?
We start our day around 2:30, getting to the school to set up our athletic training room. We clean the athletic training room, restock our taping stations and our kits, talk to our coaches about the schedule for that day and updating them on the injured athletes from the day before. Once school is out, we get really busy.
I'm sure, yes.
We're getting athletes ready for practice. We tape them, doing rehabs, even evaluating some injuries that might have happened the day before that they didn't come in and get looked at or happened during the school day.
Right.
Once we get through those rehabs and evaluations, we go out to practice. At practice, we monitor the weather for storms and excessive heat. We check on the athletes that are playing with maybe a minor injury. And then we run some of the injured athletes who are farther along in their healing through some sport-specific exercises to get them ready to get back on the field. And then we're always ready for an emergency, always ready for that injury to happen, so we're right there when it does.
And hopefully it won't.
After practice, we treat those injuries. We evaluate any athletes that may have been injured in practice, go talk to the coach to update coaches and parents on the athletes we've been treating, and then we do clean our athletic training room again.
Well, tell me about a typical game day for an athletic trainer.
We get to school normally it's about the same time, but it's a lot different. We have to set up the field if we're at home, or we have to pack all of our equipment into the trailer if we're away. Then there are typically more athletes that come in after school to get ready to a game, because everybody wants to do their best in a game, so they come in and get taped or stretched or loosened up for the game itself.
Right.
Once the game starts, we become very focused. We're very focused on our athletes out on the field, looking for potential injuries, watching each and every play, trying to see all the athletes that we can, just to see if there's any injury that may have occurred that we need to jump on, to go out on the field or when they come off the field to look at. Once they are injured, we have a very short window, very short amount of time to evaluate and let the coaches know on our decision on whether an athlete can continue to play.
Right.
And then there's after the game, because we don't stop once the game stops. We've got to clean up the field, all of our stuff off the field. We've got to go back into the athletic training room and evaluate injuries and treat some of those injuries that have happened, and then talk to the coaches and then inform the parents about their sons and daughters that were injured.
So on a game day, the day will be very long for you.
Correct. Typically, we don't get done until well after 11 or close to midnight.
Wow, is that right? What are some of the hot topics in the athletic training world right now?
Right now, concussions are a really big topic in athletic training. Here at Hamilton, we take concussions very seriously. We have been baseline testing our athletes for concussions since 2012. We currently use a program called HitCheck. It's an app on your phone. Really what we're doing is checking cognitive ability of those athletes, like memory recall and reaction time. Now, after the athlete has a concussion, we can use that same app to determine how their healing is going by putting them on the same test.
But now this app is like kind of like a game app for the athletes.
Correct. I mean, it's a collection of little games. Some is finding the right number. There's a car game on it, a balance portion where they have to hold their balance and hold a line still when they're balancing. So it's fun for the athletes, but what it's getting off of it is a lot of information. Now, we use other tools especially on the sideline when we're determining whether or not an athlete does have a concussion. We use a tool called SCAT5, which was developed by neurologists, finding their symptoms, checking their balance, checking their recall, and it's really quick on the sideline to use. We monitor the athletes for symptoms day in and day out after they've had a concussion. So every day we're checking in with the athletes, monitoring their symptoms. As they become clear of symptoms, then we start a return to play program that can take up to 5 to 7 days. What we're trying to prevent is lifelong issues that can arise from concussions, like CTE.
Now, what is CTE?
CTE is permanent brain damage.
Oh, my goodness.
And CTE has been in the news a lot lately because of pro athletes who develop dementia and even pass away really early in life because of. You see a lot of it in military as well.
Gotcha.
What we're also trying to prevent is another injury called secondary impact syndrome. Secondary impact syndrome happens when the athlete returns to play too soon after a concussion, before it's healed. And then they take another hit that can cause a concussion. This secondary concussion actually causes the brain to shut down, which could lead to some serious injuries and, unfortunately, even death.
So it is so important to have you at the game.
It is. I mean, we are a very intricate part in that and keeping those athletes healthy.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing all this important information and for helping to keep our local athletes safe.
Thank you.
For more information on Hamilton Sports Medicine, visit bradleywell.com or call 706-217-CARE. That's 706-217-2273. This program in no way seeks to diagnose or treat illness or to replace professional medical care. Please see your health care provider if you have a health problem. Thank you for listening to Health for Life, a presentation of Hamilton Healthcare System.